Welcome to VA Wednesday. Okay, so today we're going to talk about how crazy the rate differences are based on the lender you talk to. And I know I do a lot of these videos, but it's like we have to keep on doing these videos until we see more uniform pricing throughout the industry. It's that simple. I hate to say it, but veterans, well, I mean, look, it's why I do so many of these videos. Veterans are the most preyed upon class when it comes to lending. I don't see rate differences, okay, as large in conventional loans as I do in VA. And here's what's interesting to me. Sometimes the lenders offering these crazy high rates know that they're crazy high. Sometimes they're just clueless, okay? So I'm going to go through what happened last night, okay, that tells you they're just clueless. And then I'm going to go over an example of what happened 2 days ago where they were purposely being deceptive to the client. Okay, so here we go. Yesterday, I get a call from a recruiter. Hey, Jen, we really want you to come over here. Oh, you do? Really? You know, of course, right? Like lenders are paid commission. Everyone wants you to come over there. You're basically a free working horse for them. And I'm like, okay, you know, I'm very happy where I am because I am. And I'm only interested in VA. But I'm happy where I am. I'm not going anywhere. My clients are happy. The company treats me well. I'm really happy with my pricing. You know, bye, right? And so I think this is over. I always try to be polite to recruiters. You know, it's a hard job. So he sends me an email last night and he's like, hey, we really want to get you over here. And it's a bank. And he's like, you know, we're one of the top 5 banks in the nation, you know, and I just want to give you an example of how great our VA pricing is. My husband was in the other room when I was reading this email. What he heard was, are you kidding me? He's like, what's going on? What? I'm like, Mark, this guy's rates are at this and he's trying to recruit me. And he's like, oh no, he didn't. I'm like, here's my response. Should I send it? Should I send it? And he's like, maybe wait 10 minutes. And I'm like, okay, my response was not nice, but here's the deal. So he had basically priced out a scenario and the rate, guys, okay, for this same scenario, okay, yesterday, I mean, who knows when this will film, but excuse me. So I was at 5.625, no points, no lender fee. Okay, 30-year fix. I'm pricing it out exactly the same. I want you guys to sit down for this one. How bad is this? Okay, this guy is trying to lure me over with how great their VA rates are. How bad could it be? If you guys want, type in right now how high you think that rate was. Was it 6? Was it 6 1/4? Was it 8? What was it? 7.125. With a lender fee, guys, 7.125, and they wanted an $800 lender fee. Yeah. But guys, if you open up a checking account, it goes down to 6.625 with a 1 point cost and a lender fee. Yeah. Okay. So my response was, you are so priced out of the market. You need to talk to your management immediately about why they're ripping off veterans. As one of the largest banks in the nation, you should not be harming veterans with your predatory pricing. Okay? Now, did I send that email? No, we're going to breathe for a day and then we'll see if I send that email. But here's the thing. And the reason I didn't send it is because he's clueless. Right? He doesn't know that's terrible pricing. He doesn't know that his rates are horrific. He thought that was really good, you know? So ultimately my response is going to be something to the extent of, hey, I just want to let you know your pricing's really bad. Here's how this is harmful to veterans. This is how much your bank is making off of this loan. Because that's the thing. When a lender is charging you a rate like that, they are making bank. Right? If I'm at 5.625 with no lender fees, no points, we all know guaranteed rate is not making $0 on the loan, right? They are not good Samaritans. Like, look, they actually do want to, you know, push the VA cause ahead, which I appreciate, and they're doing a great job, but they're not working for free, right? So at 7.125, it's like a freaking car. You know, this was a $400,000 loan. It literally, what the bank would be making is like a nice car. Seriously, it's crazy. Okay, let's all take a deep breath together. My poor husband. Although he gets fired up now too. He's like, fuck. And he's British, which is even funnier. He's very passionate about the American military now. Okay, so, and there's irony to that. Let's also talk about when someone knows that their pricing's bad and they're just being deceptive. So I got a loan estimate from some gal who watches our videos, and this was this week. And what she had shown on her loan estimate, she had sent me an email and she's like, hey, just so you know, the lender's not charging us any points, no lender fee, and they're actually giving us a lender credit. And this is what the rate is. This is everything he told us. Here's the loan estimate. Can you just double check? Now, look, most people can't read a loan estimate. Okay. I have an article, Alyssa can get it to you guys, that tells you guys how to read a loan estimate, but most people don't understand it. It's basically gobbledygook. Okay. It's something that the government spent way too much money trying to simplify it and made it incredibly difficult for the average consumer. So I look at it and I'm like, okay, 5.75, that's a good rate. Okay, cool. $6,000 lender credit. Okay, that's cool. $14,000 in discount points. So the lender had said to her, hey, you know what? We're going to give you a lender credit and we're going to buy down the rate a little bit with that. Okay, so let me cover something that's totally incorrect. So if a lender says this is bullshit. A lender cannot give you a credit and buy down the rate at the same time with lender money. Okay, the credit is tied to the rate that they are getting. It doesn't work. It's not a thing. So what he actually did is he charged them a truckload of points. Okay, he charged them a lot of money to get them a lower rate, but also to give them that credit. So they're paying $14,000 to get 6, whereas we actually locked them at a lower rate with no points. Okay, now there's not a $6,000 credit, but there's also not a $14,000 charge. So there's still $8,000 ahead. Now, in this case, was the lender, did he know his pricing sucked? Yeah, totally. Was he being deceptive? 100%. Because here's the thing, if a lender's charging discount points and giving a credit at the same time, it does not make sense. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't mathematically work. It's deceptive. Okay, because either you're getting a credit because the rate is locked, okay, at a place where it supports giving you that credit, or you're paying points to lower the rate. The two do not go hand in hand, but I've been seeing it more and more on loan estimates because the new pitch, and this one is a different company, but there is one of my favorite ones to talk about. Anyone want to guess? Anyone want to guess? Who wants to guess? Guess in the comments, who's the lender that drives me over the edge? Their new trick is, they don't like giving out loan summaries, but now they're talking about these lender credits that they're giving, but their fees are more than the lender credit. They don't talk about that. They just talk about this. So what do you guys do? I mean, besides laugh at my rants. Okay, look, this is important. I'm fired up because it's your money. I think it's nonsense. I don't think that, it drives me nuts. It's like, look, if in conventional loans or if in jumbo loans there were these variances, okay, then it's just a lender thing, right? But the fact that in jumbo, everyone's so tight, in conventional, they're so competitive, but then in VA, there's these games, right? It just shows you that they're trying to take advantage of you, which is not cool, which is not okay. And it's not the American way from how I see America. Okay. I'm sure there's a couple people that will be like, that is the American way. It's not. Okay. So what do? Number one, you need to shop your rate. We talk about that a lot. We're happy to look at your loan estimates. We'll look at them all day long. They need to be locked really for us to tell you if it's legit or not, because until a loan estimate is locked, it means nothing. It means nothing. So if you call me and you're like, Bobby said he's going to give me this, unless it's locked, I can't see. Now, sometimes you might call me and say, Bobby from XYZ company is saying this. And I'll go, okay, that's probably fair, because we compete against them enough, or I see enough of their loan estimates that I think that's accurate. Or I'll say, hey, you need to ask them about this, this, and this. Right? Because we see so many loan estimates across the country now. We know how most of the players are playing. We know most of the games that are being played, and we know what you guys need to look out for. So do we charge to do this? No, absolutely not. If someone's giving you a really good loan estimate, will we tell you? Absolutely. Here's why. The more lenders that are competing for your business, that are doing great rates, that are doing low fees, the better it is overall. right? Because my goal is to change the VA market so that we don't have this nonsense. I want anyone charging 7%, close to 2% higher than everyone else. I want them gone. Okay. And the way we do that is education and by rewarding lenders with low rates and low fees. Okay. They do a good job, of course, too. But we'll always tell you the truth. We don't charge to look at it. The only states I can't do that are Rhode Island and Utah because I'm not licensed there. However, I do have, I've got multiple good friends at Guaranteed Rate who are happy to look at the loan estimates for you guys too. Because here's the thing. I do not want you spending $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 on the same darn loan if you don't have to, right? There's no reason that you guys should be paying more. It's that simple. So as always, thank you for watching. Licensed in 48 states. I am here to help you guys with your VA mortgages. But yeah, you still have to watch out because there's still some nonsense going on. Sometimes they don't realize they're ridiculous. Sometimes they do.